Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In today's video, I will be drawing Edna from the Incredibles movie. I will also be using my new markers. If you haven't seen my previous video, which you should watch first, because I kind of introduced these markers in that video, and I will have a link to it in the descriptions. Go watch that first. It was a pretty fun video to make, but for those of you who already watched it, as you know, I got new markers, and these are Copics. I have been waiting forever to get them, and I finally did. They are one of the best markers I've ever heard about, and I had the opportunity to use them in this video. I decided to draw Edna because, like I've mentioned, I need to start drawing more people, and I thought Edna would be a perfect character to draw. As I say this in every one of these videos, it's not the best, but it was still fun to draw. Her facial proportions are a bit off, but as you know, the more you draw, the better your art will become. I sketched her out first, and I used Google to get reference photos of her, then I inked it, and then the fun part began, and I used my Copics to color it in. I tested these markers before, but this was my first piece that I actually colored in. It does take a bit of getting used to because I am used to just using markers that have a fine nib, while the Copics have a brush nib, and I will also make a video of the difference between the Copics and the Touch 5 and what I wish the Copic markers had that the Touch 5 markers have. And again, it also comes down to preferences, which markers I like, or even with you guys, which markers you like more, and your preference on, the type of art supplies you like. I've been using cheap art supplies throughout my whole time of having a YouTube channel, and I'm honestly thankful for having enough money to buy them because I've been dreaming about it for a very long time. And honestly, you don't need expensive art supplies. Like I've said, I've used cheap art supplies ever since I've started here on YouTube, and I mean, they are cheap markers like Crayola and even Rose art markers, and to be able to go up from there, I'm just happy I could. Also, as I mentioned in my last episode of this series, I am probably going to stop drawing characters from Pixar's and Disney because, as some of you know, they are one of the biggest companies ever, and from previous experiences, I would get an email saying that if I were getting paid by YouTube, that I would not make any money on those videos because it is marked as a copyright, and it's no big deal, and I'm not getting paid by YouTube anyways, but I'm still worried that they might go after me, even though I am not claiming any of this as being my own creation, but it never hurts to take precautions. So I have this video and one more video that will be coming out of me drawing Disney or Pixar characters, and after that I will be drawing and creating my own characters. It's also a good thing for me because then I have the opportunity to challenge myself and see what I can do. For this picture, I feel like it was a bit of a test for the Copic markers because I'm not used to using these type of markers. They blend super well, but like I said, with more practice, I will get better at it. I know some people who have messaged me or even commented on some of my videos and pictures that I post on Instagram that they don't feel motivated to draw because they feel like that their art isn't good enough. I have those thoughts, and even really famous artists have those thoughts that their art isn't good enough, and that is something you just have to push through and find some sort of outlet that will help you keep motivated and get motivated. My motivation comes from watching other artists' videos because then I think to myself, if I want to draw as good as they are drawing, then I just have to keep working and do a lot of art studies to keep building and keep learning. And we will never get good at it. Even Picasso, he probably thought that his art wasn't good and that he wasn't a good artist, and that might be true because nobody is perfect. If you've been doing it for years or decades, there is always something that you and everyone else needs to improve on. Same with sports. If you've been doing it for years and years, there is and will always be something that you find that you need to work on. If every person in the world was really good at everything, then to me everyone would just be boring because you see how the person grows and you see how their mindset changes. I think the key is to find that motivation and just keep pushing through. I know this turned into a bit of a motivational speech, but it's true. We all go through this downfall, and it never hurts to try and support others too. I have realized throughout my years of just growing and becoming an adult that most people are greedy and only want to help themselves, but the thing is, you never know, if you help a person out, then maybe in a couple of days or weeks or months, that same person or a different person will come and help you out, and it can make a really big impact in your life. life. And I have seen that happen. I have seen a person who helped others, and within just a couple of weeks, that person has helped them out, and it just made a huge impact in their life, in both of them. And it honestly made me happy because it made both of those people grow into becoming a better version of themselves. I feel like the art community is a great way to support one another and to also motivating you and others to keep pushing forward. If you get yourself into an artist group, you never know how much of an impact it will make in your life, and it could teach you a lesson, and that isn't a bad thing either. I know for a fact there are a lot of good artists out there that aren't even known, and they probably feel like their art isn't good enough, while in reality their art is beyond amazing. So if we learn to help each other out, you never know what kind of impact it can give you or another person in their life. I feel like especially in this art community, since it is so small and people kind of look down at artists as not having it be as a job, that we can really help each other grow. Every individual, we can help each other grow, whether it's supporting their channel, supporting their Instagram, and purchasing their art. And you never know what kind of impact, or you never know how they feel about it until it's done, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but we just need to work together instead of working against each other. Like, I know people, they'd create art and then they have a person comment on their video or picture saying, oh, it's ugly, and it's probably because they're either jealous or they just want to make the person feel bad. But we shouldn't do that, because we should just learn how to help each other grow. We should be happy for that person for growing this much. And it can get frustrating seeing an artist grow and show that he or she has grown throughout so many years, only to find out there's a couple of people that just try to put them down, when in reality it's best to support that person, because you never know if that person can give back to you. Honestly, nowadays you never know, and that's something that we kind of need to learn how to realize. So yeah, but that's my little motivational speech. I didn't know what else to talk about, especially in this art, because there's really, that's what I need to learn, is how to kind of talk about my art more. I need to work on that, which I will, but I kind of wanted to just put this out there and to try to talk to you guys a little bit more. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed my little talk and drawing and stuff, even though I should have saved this for a color and talk, but I feel like it just needed to be said, that we just need to support each other. We do, and it's something that can be hard, but we can do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And oh my goodness, thank you guys so much for the 1,000 subscribers. I'm just so happy that I hit 1,000. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you. It's so surreal to me, but thank you guys so much for all the support. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video, hopefully.